Happy VEDA Day 19. Today I am doing a regrets of my Disney college program video. I have seen these floating around on YouTube and I haven't really watched them, so why not make one? Because that made sense. So I don't really have that many regrets, but I do have a couple. Okay, so number one would be literally buying everything. And sorry, that's better. Okay, I literally bought everything. I bought so many pins. I bought so many shirts. I don't even know what shirts I have. I don't even look at my pins. Like, I bought literally everything. And one thing that I'm not going to do this time is spend my paycheck before I got it. Because, I kid you not, I would look at my paycheck on Monday, because we got our pay stubs on Monday, but our direct deposit didn't hit until Thursday. So I would look at my pay stub on Monday and go, okay, I have $150 to spend this week. Boom, it's done, and by Thursday I would pay off my credit card. So that was obviously a terrible idea. So that's regret number one. Following that with the saving money part, which I did do a saving money video, so if you guys didn't see that, go ahead and click on that. But anyways, I spent so much money on buying food for lunch at my work, or when I would go to like different other places to work, like Magic Kingdom and such. I bought so much food, and I bought like chicken fingers and chicken wings and Subway and all that kind of jazz and pizza, and I could have brought my own food, or sometimes I didn't even eat at work and I would just order Domino's when I got home. Like, again, kind of this falls into this whole saving money thing, and like, I'm not going to spend a lot on food. I am going to get groceries and actually cook stuff. Although I say that now, and that's probably not going to end up happening. So we'll see what happens with that. Stay tuned for that. That's gonna be fun to watch. Regret number three would be, boys. Let's just leave it there. I did have a relationship on my college program. I wouldn't say that I don't recommend it. I would just be careful if you do end up in a relationship on the college program, because it can end up with you marrying your best friend, or it can end up in tragic heartbreak. So just be cautious of that. And with that being said, my regret of that would be, like, I don't know how to phrase this. Like, I didn't dwell over him, I guess, for a long time, and I got over him rather quickly, so that was a good thing. But I think for like a solid month, I cried. I wouldn't say every day, but lots of the times I cried. And let's see, I would just be like, well, maybe he'll change his mind and maybe things will work out, and I'm just really hopeful. And no, that doesn't ever work. Once he's gone, he's gone. He's not coming back. That's it. Goodbye. Like, that was kind of a lot of nonsense at once. So we'll dig a hole, bury it. Never gonna talk about that again. Another thing that I regret, and I take this with a grain of salt because I did not like my roommates. I didn't have a problem with them. We just didn't get along. And my specific roommate, Natalie, I hung out with all the time. I loved her. Like, whenever I came home from work, she always had stories about Restaurantosaurus. That's where she worked. She always had stories about how much she hated it there. So I loved her to death. But if you haven't seen my dorms crisis video, which cringe because this was one of the very first vlogs I've ever filmed, cringe. Moral of the story is there were 8 of us, and we all couldn't link together because we were only allowed to link up with 3 people total for our arrival date. So we split off in pairs of 2, and theoretically, if you put all of your housing preferences the same, you're supposed to get placed together, but that didn't end up happening. I think someone didn't put their housing preferences the same, and I think that's why that ended up happening, but oh well, I'm glad it happened because it meant way more people with us being split up, and I would have killed a couple of the girls anyways. Not really, but anyway, so that being said, it was me and Natalie and then 6 other girls that were completely random, and we didn't get along at all. Like, it was, maybe they got along, and sometimes they would sit in like the living room and whatever and like talk, but like I didn't do that. I was hanging out with my other friends because there was nothing wrong with my roommates, it's just we didn't get along, and I just didn't want to hang out with them because we didn't get along, and I knew I was not gonna have fun if I hung out with them because my personality is just completely different than what my roommates' personalities were, so it just didn't end up working. So that's not really a regret. I don't know how to phrase that into me being a regret, but I mean, yeah. Anyways, the one thing I don't regret is going back to school after 1 semester of the college program, and I'm gonna tell you why. A lot of people like to stay and extend. A lot of people like to get caught in the Disney trap and do the college program, then extend, then go into full-time, part-time, and then you're stuck doing classes online or while you're there and go part-time or seasonal with Disney, and you're stuck doing your degree and you're in over your head. And I knew that I wanted to stay down there, and I had full intentions of extending and staying down there and transferring to UCF. And there's a whole reason why that happened too, was because there was a situation with my ex-friends and my ex-boyfriend at school, and I didn't want to go back to that. So that was why I wanted to transfer and stay down there, because like for the first time in my life I felt like I belonged somewhere, as opposed to here where I just kind of fit in-ish. That doesn't really make any sense, but if you've ever been in my situation like that, you'll understand it. And coming with no background from that information, it's obviously gonna be like, what did she just say? So I apologize for that. But, so I had full intentions of staying and extending and everything, and my mom, I think I was on the phone with my mom the one time, and she was like, I am coming home if I have to drag you on the airplane, click. And I was like, okay, and then I cried. And I was like, okay, and then my ex broke up with me, and I was like, okay, like maybe I need to go home, and maybe I need a break from this, and I didn't want to go home. I cried. I was so upset, and the last day of my college program, so the last official day, like January 5th, was our last official day on the college program. Like that was our like departure date. I went to Magic Kingdom with my parents, and I was with Chase and his friend Jasmine, which there is a vlog if you want to see that, my last day at Disney as a cast member. That was a pretty fun vlog. The quality is terrible, so I apologize, but it should be an okay vlog. Anyways, I was watching Wishes and I'm sobbing, literally sobbing, and it was the first time I've ever watched Wishes that I cried at. And my mom goes, are you sad? And I was like, yeah. She goes, oh, well, you're coming home. And I was like, I stopped crying instantly, and I was angry, and I was like, I don't want to go home. But anyways, a lot of people are talking about like extending and staying down for the college program and them being like a sophomore or junior in college and they want to stay in Disney. My advice to you guys is go and finish your degree. Like, guys, I am 20-ish days away from graduation, and I could not be happier. I don't even know how I would feel if I would have extended and stayed down in Florida, and I feel like I would have been like, why the hell did I do this? I should have just went back and finished my degree. Like seriously, one thing I do not regret is going back to school and finishing my degree so that I could go back for a second college program and then stay there with no school at all. I cannot tell you how relieving it is to be almost finished with school and be graduating, and I hate school so much. I just can't wait to be done with it. So doing VEDA and having the end of school, it is very frustrating. Very frustrating. So I don't have like a 50-page senior thesis like everyone else does. because I'm a hospitality major and I had to do my project last semester, and that wasn't really anything, so thank God for that. But I think that's it. I don't really have a lot of regrets, as I said, and this was kind of just me talking for 10 minutes, probably very unedited, so. All right, let's take a breath. And if you guys have any questions about what I mentioned, or like if I regretted doing something else, oh, there is another regret that I have that I forgot to mention. I regret not going to explore Orlando more, and that was mainly because I didn't have a car, or I wasn't 21 or anything like that. I mainly stayed in Disney. I mainly went to Disney on my off days, and some days I did go to Universal, and I did get my use out of my Universal pass. I think I went like 9 or 10 times, so Universal pays for itself in 3 trips, like fully. So I definitely enjoyed going to Universal, and this time I want to go to the Holy Land. I'm so excited, so freaking excited for the Holy Land experience. You guys have no idea. And then definitely want to go like to Miami and like different parts of Florida and just really do that and explore. So that'll be a lot of fun. So I'm really excited for the college program. And if you guys are still watching this at that point, I do plan on posting about 4 videos a week. I don't know if that's gonna end up happening. I'm not going to vlog every day because vlogging every day is just so hard, and I get it, like Vlogmas is a thing, but after doing VEDA, I do not know if I'll be able to do Vlogmas. I'm going to try. I don't know if it's gonna happen. But we're almost through the way of VEDA. I have, was there 30 days in April? So that means I have 11 more videos to make, so we're almost there. And then the last day of VEDA is gonna be my series announcements for over the summer. So stay tuned for that. All right, if you guys have any video suggestions for me to do, if you want me to do top 5s of stuff, please. I'm running out of stuff to do for VEDA, and I need 11 more videos, and I'm like, ugh. Okay, so anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for tomorrow. I have no idea what in the world I'm going to do, but it's gonna be something, it's gonna be great. And I will see you guys tomorrow, and have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.